Just it's easy to open a store. You know, you could go through the motions of opening a store, but this is something you gotta be passionate about. You know, I want to ask you, man, when did you fall in love with getting fresh?
Man, it's crazy. So I had just I retired from the military. I was just sitting in the barber shop, and my barber said, "Hey man, I think you ought to open a store." I said, "What?" Now I always dressed, but I never thought about doing that because in my mind I was just going to just retire and just travel with my family, just
right, chill out.
So I actually was just passing by here. My daughter wanted a snow cone. Now she's 10. She took a picture in the back seat of the phone number that was on this window and said, "Hey, here go the phone number. You can get that building." And that was on a Sunday. So I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, just call them and we get that building."
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking, at 10, if she feel like I can do it, I'm gonna do it. And luckily, I promise you, I just got on Google and researched some people, and we actually met some people in New York. They showed me everything I needed to know.
Wow.
And still to this day, they still talk about that.
Man, yeah. That's how you know it was meant to be then.
Yeah, it's good because you think about it. I know, like Leron was saying, and I remember growing up, man, at Dillard's they had a guy, J.W. Madison. And that was the guy that everybody would say, like my dad, he was always say, "Man, go holler at J.W." You know, every time when he got older, we got Easter, whatever time it was to get a suit,
Go get that suit.
go see J.W. So as time went on, as we got older, 15, you driving yourself now. Here's the credit card. Go see J.W. You get in the store, J.W. already knows what my dad wants. I can go in the store and say, "Man, I like that plaid right there." "No, son, you can't wear this. Because you can't wear this every week. You need to go get this blue one or go get this gray or something that you can interchange shirts and ties with." But having that and now having a place, you don't have to go to Dillard's. You come right here.
Right.
And like you said, a place, man, this is easily, because they had places, when I was growing up in Monroe, you had the places like JJ's, Men's Fashion, stuff like that you could go to downtown and purchase things. They had all the Stacey Adams, all the different things that you saw going in the store. But see, now, that place is no longer here.
Right.
But you have a place. So you have, like I said, my son is 4 years old. So he started at 4 years old with this. So every time he passes by this place every day going home, so he knows this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the time. This is what my dad expects. So when the expectation is there, the kids will meet your expectation. You don't have to necessarily tell them that. You show them every day. Because my son sees me wearing suits. Like I was telling McKees, man, he'll get on the computer. Dad, I got a Zoom meeting. And he says that because he hears me say Zoom meeting. I have a Zoom meeting. He gets dressed. I may go in and put on just the top. So all they see it, I'm sitting behind the desk in the home office. But I see him doing the same thing. He'll jump out, walk out of the front door like he's going to work, jump on his little high wheel, and ride around the yard like he's going somewhere. But he sees it. And it's the same thing like you were saying with your dad. I know I saw it. Because my dad always had his name. So his name's Harrington Watson. So I'm Harrington III. So he always had HW on his cufflinks, had HW on his cuffs, had sweaters, had HW on them. And I was like, man, why does he always do that? But we laugh about it. We see pictures now and it's like, man, this is a routine. So this didn't just start like one day I woke up at 50 and like I said, "Oh man, I have a job, I have to wear a suit." No, this is something that was intentional. And it did, day in and day out. So having McKee still, man, we know, and I tell everybody. I had a friend just got 2 suits. I was telling about my friend Cortez, man.
Yeah.
Man, he did a wedding, and I walked in, had on a suit, and it was cut, man. He's like, "Man, Trey, man, you look like them youngsters, man. You got your suit all cut up, man." I said, "Man, you like it though, because you keep talking about it." So I said, "You like the suit, you just keep talking about it." So he walked around, he got ready to put his coat on, and when he put that coat on, it looked like he could have wrapped around him twice. And I was laughing at him. He said, "Trey, you let me live though. You ain't clown me in front of everybody." I said, "Nah, because I know you didn't know." I said, "But you need to go see McKee." I've been telling him for like over a year. So finally I came in, and he was already in here that day. And he ended up getting 2 suits. He's like, "Man, I thought I had paid for one. I actually got 2 suits." I told you. I said, when he told me what he paid, I said, "Man, you didn't pay that for 1 suit." I said, "You sure when you pick up your stuff, just let McKee know? Because I know you didn't pay that for 1 suit." He had 2 suits. He came back and he called me on the way home. "Man, look, I can't wait to wear my suit." So he was texting me early. I said, "You need to wear it today. Show up at the Civic Center for 1:30 so you can come on and put the suit on." But it's just that thing of just getting in the store. Because he's going to take care of you. When you come in, like you said, it's an experience. You come in, you see all these different things, and you have a person that can outfit you. "Hey, man, I know you're a bro, you want a purple tie. Purple not going to really go with this. You need to find something else. Find something else." So that stuff like that, man, it makes a difference. I know he's just laid out stuff for me. I'm like, so I trust him, like, yeah, go and get that. Whatever he said, get. Just go and get that and walk out the door. So it is something that, man, like you said, it can be a staple for years and years. I don't know how long he wants to do, but it could be one of those things where, you know, hey, man, you go holler at Dr. Williams, man, he's going to take care of you. Right. And this is 20, 30 years from now. So I look forward to it because I love, like today is my first time coming in and just having this type of conversation with men in there. Right. So it's always just, but you see everything set up when you come in. It's like, man, you got the setup. It might have the game on or something, but it's just good to fellowship with guys with like minds. Right. So come to hear you see that's special for me.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron.
Right.
Man, I'm a dude who like to have a suit on more so than anything else, and I like a casual suit. And you know, I'm probably a little bit more flamboyant than my brother. You know, yeah. But even in the style and personalities, you know, we're just like that. And so I like the fact that, like what you guys have on right now, that's more like your casual day-to-day suit. And I'm not afraid of bright colors either. And I think that's another thing too that we got to do, is show young men that there are more colors available than black, brown, and gray. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm one who steps outside of that. I may have several shades of gray, several shades of blue, you know, or maybe even several shades of brown, depending on what I'm wearing. And I like those opportunities to dress up, and I like for us to continue to create ways and means for people to dress up and to see that, because you know, if we don't have places to go, like my brother said, then it's hard for us to continue to patronize stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? And then we don't always have to have something to do to dress up. You know, I like the fact, like those older men and women, they might have been going to the grocery store. Mr. Turner was coming to get a haircut. And he was clean. He looked like he was going to jump out the chair into the casket. That's how fresh he was every time you saw him. You know what I'm saying? But then he was a man, he was a principal. He was a man who had played some Major League Baseball, so he had some life experiences that had probably taught him the importance of being well dressed, because you know, the people do treat you differently, and how we are treated as black people has always been something that we've kind of had to fight for, you know, in American society. And it doesn't necessarily make the fight a lot easier, but you know, that's your protective armor to a certain degree. At least you look like, you know, you've come to take on whatever this challenge or this task is.
See, the one thing I like is the fact that anytime I come in here, one thing about Makisa, he's so business oriented. I might come in here for a suit, but then we start talking business and the networking. I mean, he has so many opportunities with different people, and the network and the market that they got out there. You can come in here looking for a suit, talking about suits, and before you know it, we talking about black-owned businesses, how to give the money back to the community. So I come in here just to talk to him about that, and it's always something new, something fresh, you know, that he always has perspective on. That's what I like about it, because he's so business oriented. And so my thing is, while we got you on camera, I want to know why you so business oriented.
I honestly don't even know where like that part came from. I might just be out and see something, man, and be like, man, you know what? That's an opportunity for somebody to do something. And I always like if I'm just thinking about something and I tell you, I promise you I done researched it, that'll work.
Oh yeah,
right.
Because like I started looking at a lot of stuff you post about how you eat. And I was just sitting there thinking one day, I saw like the Walgreens over there closed. I said, man, what if somebody just put a vegan place over there and open it up?
That's a good idea.
I said, just imagine what the money you're gonna make by doing it. But a lot of people is not gonna do it because they thinking about how much money I got to spend to open it. They not thinking. Everybody's on a short-term plan, like, hey, I want to make the money now. But a lot of businesses, you're not gonna make the money until probably 5 years later.
Right.
But I guess a lot of mine come from is just I see opportunities to do something else. Because I mean, if you don't do it and then you look up and see somebody else do it, now you blaming yourself. Because I've met a lot of people that say, man, I was gonna open that. That's I mean, it's opportunities to do a lot of different things. I mean. But I think it comes from me reading a lot too, because my thing is I try to learn something new every day. Because you know, a lot of people look at you and say, "Oh man, he went to school, he got these degrees." You can't tell them nothing. I don't care if a person coming here ain't got a degree. They can teach me something.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like if you start getting too big on yourself for that, where nobody else can tell you nothing, then what did you really learn at school?
Right.
You just got a piece of paper.
Right. Yes, indeed, man.
So, kids, I have a question for you. You didn't have any plans to open up a store, right?
No.
So, did you ever have any fashion icons out there, people that you looked up to, that may have even given you like the idea of even opening up a store like this?
No, I think a lot of that came after I opened the store. Like we were saying earlier, like I look at Sports Center, I might look at Phirst Take and look at them guys. Man, I look at Shannon Sharp sometimes, look like they painted it.
So,
Sharp, man.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, even though I'm watching the game, I'm more or less looking at them guys like, okay, this is what they doing now. Like I used to watch Kenny Smith. His game, like he done came a long way.
Yeah.
Kenny Smith used to have on a lot of big suits.
Right.
Now all of his suits are tailored. So, like I look at them guys and wonder, like, my thing is like, why guys don't want to dress like that? So I make a conscious effort to, like, you know what? I might step out the box and wear something that people think I wouldn't wear. Just wear it, and then somebody might look at me like, man, I wouldn't wear that, man. You got on a pink suit? I just wear it because, like, most of the time, if I put something in here, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna put it on.
Right.
So a lot of times I might order one extra for myself. I might not wear it for a long time, but I'm gonna have it in here.
Right.
And it's really to just, like, not only just show the youth how to dress, but I mean, a lot of men our age don't know how to dress.
Right.
I mean, a lot of guys don't. They so afraid to wear a bow tie because they can't tie it.
Right. Because like you say, you're seeing it taking off. Yeah, and you're going to see it more in the next 45 years with these young men around here getting these suits and tuxedos. Other schools going to start doing it.
We were just talking about this morning.
Carol going to be like, man, Wossman got their tuxedos. Why we can't get no tuxedos?
Keep checking these out.
Then Washington, right. Then Washington and so forth and so on. Yeah, they not gonna keep taking the L's.
It's hard pill to swallow every time. They keep showing these pictures of these boys.
Yeah, and
That's
then
how we do.
with social media being
right,
such a big thing, you know, when we were coming up, somebody would have to pass the picture around.
Exactly.
You know, now they take your picture and it's instant and it's all over the globe. And so now, you know, we're all competitive in certain ways, and especially in high school, and especially with other schools that are local rivalries. So not only do you want to win the game, you know, you want to win the academic awards, you know. We want to go to Science Olympiad and sweep y'all, you know. But then, now they dressing up?
Yeah.
They think they can get cleaner than we can? Oh, no, I mean, what's the name of this place? First Impression. Oh, man, we need to talk to the principal. He gonna have to, do we have to wash cars to raise money? But we need to go get some suits or something because Wossman killing us, you know?
Like you mentioned the confidence, you know, I think it's also the respect when you walk in the room and you're well dressed. People can tell the time you put in to look like that.
Right.
And then they assume that something you do must cause you to have to look like that. So they treat you with a different degree of respect. And that in itself will help build your confidence.
No doubt. Without a doubt, man.
Yeah, definitely that self-esteem, man. It's just a confidence booster. I mean, we were talking earlier. It's like, man, when I go to the barbershop and I hadn't had a haircut, I'm just like, but then when I walk in that door, I'm like,
Ready.
you can't tell me nothing, man. What type of world? You know?
Right.
So